Gotta go. Girl talk.
Boom!
Harden. How
I
festive!
We're
I went like
festive.
this. It was as if the Halloween festivities just appeared.
Well, they had like a whole thing with on StreamYard. It's like, hey, do you want these like Halloween banners? And I was like, well, we missed out on
Yeah,
Halloween.
Ryan. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
Halloween is done. It's
Well,
November 5th.
not in my heart. So maybe I'll keep this all year round, Alex. You'll never. But yeah. Anyways, probably not. But I do love the spooky little border, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have some fun with this. I
Yeah,
think
look at that
this
little
is.
skeleton guy. He's just like,
Oh, dude, let's hang on. Let's do this. Hang on. Watch this. This
that
little
little
skeleton
ghost.
dude,
Oh, hey.
right? He's having a good time. He's
I can
excited
hear him
for.
like his bones rattling.
Hey, he is an accessory for over the garden wall.
He's picking my nose. What
Oh,
the
get out of
hell?
here! It's just here. Have some candy. It's a little kind of like right over top of you. It's kind of like a not the best place for that, right? And there was this one. It's kind of
Ooh,
fun.
scratching my head.
This one was kind of fun. Trick or treat. Can't really read it, so I kept it with this one. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's great. Like the
Thought it was
cat,
fun.
like that little ghost.
Yeah, right. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Gotham. It's been a couple weeks,
Yeah, it
right?
has.
I have been in Toronto. Alex has been working like a madman.
It's
Alice is
true.
working like a mad woman.
We needed a
She's
little time. Sometimes you just need some time.
yeah, absolutely. But some cool. I don't know if there's any. The whole thing is I've been gone, then right back to work, and I don't know if there's any big DC news. There's some big Star Wars news. A lot of. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Oh my gosh, the Ben Solo movie, pitched by Adam Driver, approved by Kathleen Kennedy, and dismissed by Bob Iger.
Mm.
And it made me sad. That's it. I just
You
want to say that. It
know,
made me sad.
it's yeah, I mean I think that movie would be rad because you know what it is? It's another chance at the turning to the dark side story. Um, like Phantom Menace, or not Phantom Menace, but the prequel trilogy. I think Anakin's fall like seemed very fast. Like he was always kind of like a
Right.
jerk, and then he just went full jerk at the very end. He went like it's just like all the evil just like happened.
People
Like
say that, but I always feel like it started in episode 2. Like that
yeah, no,
downfall.
of course, but it's like, but that's like he's a jerk. Like he's already like yeah, he does horrible things in that movie.
He
I don't
does.
know. It doesn't have that like it didn't have what you anticipated, which is like the sort of like the Citizen Kane, like an idealist,
Right.
who in trying to be a good person ends up becoming like everything he fought against, right? Like
Right.
that is like in um I don't know. I feel like there's like a more nuanced way to do that in the Star Wars world. I mean, not that I'm not gonna shit on the prequels, but like I think that there's still like another attempt to be made at the turn to the dark side story. And yeah, I think that the whole Ben Solo thing, like it kind of helps legitimize the Ray, for lack of a better term, the Ray saga, like because it's like I don't know, it feels like Disney's like really kind of sweeping that under the rug, like ever since the what was it, the Rise of Skywalker or whatever. They don't want
Right.
anyone to like think that those movies happened, but like
Even though they
come
have an
on,
entire
like
theme park area dedicated to it. So
yeah,
it's like it's weird. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be on DL44 Network on Friday night talking all about it.
okay, sick.
Uh right. Maybe you should join us, Alex.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
if you're
got
free.
ideas.
Maybe
I got
yeah.
ideas. Wicked is kind of a that's kind of a like a Darth Vader story. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess she's just misunderstood. She's not really it's not really like a turn to evil, but
It's Ariana Grande's fault, whatever happened.
yeah.
That's how I feel. Let's say a quick howdy do to the chat. Then Alex, we're gonna get to some pickups because you got some.
I got beaucoup pickups.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's say hello to everyone. Toy Farce jumping in super early today. He might not even be here. He's probably just coming in to say hi. But hello,
Toy Farce just dropped a Clayface review on Toy News Eye. That was awesome. Thank you. Thanks, man, for reviewing.
Suck up.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it. Thank you, Toy Farce. Putting her squeeze down the sweeways over at the Saskatoon Pickatang. It is the Professor of Ricketts, Mr. Duke Booty himself, Bionic Funk. Working this eve, so you'll miss tonight. That is okay. Catch us on the replay, dude. Dorlaxian is here. Video Power Gaming, who got his Two-Face.
Nice. Thank you.
Right? Mr. Michael T. B Wiki. Everyone's changing their names.
Wow.
What is happening? Okay, the coin flip alternate looks so cool. We'll get into it. Absolutely. Tony, oh my gosh, Tony Durbano 8690. Welcome. Luis Ballesteros is here. Hello desde Mexico. I won't be able to watch tonight. Okay. We'll have to rerun tomorrow. A lot of people
see it tomorrow
on the replay. I love it. Mr. Steve 3, who will also be probably joining us on Friday. I don't even know if I've talked to him about Friday yet, but now he knows. So now he knows. Make himself free on Friday night. Mr. Matt Bush 3516. Is this happening to everybody? Did everyone just add numbers and extra stuff to their names? Did something happen with YouTube? Anyway, Mr. Matt Bush, the only man in my will, he is here. Thank you so much. Andrew Gady's Toys, the law. There's only one law, the law of averages. That's correct. Thank you, Andrew.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me. I love that. Also, check out his channel as well and his Instagram. A lot of cool stuff. He's got a very cool collection, a collection I can relate to with all the X-Men and all that kind of stuff.
For sure.
Awesome stuff. Well, everyone, standard attention for Sergeant Cosgrove. He's here with us tonight. The Two-Face is about to have you on a year-long top ramen diet. Hey, that's not so bad. Actually sounds pretty good. Technicolor is here. Jack Knight 73. Stephen Lord 7734. Scotty Quippen is here. Mr. Geek Dad Quip himself. Great seeing you.
Solid year.
A solid year.
I love it.
Right? A double R. I was going to say something else about it, but we're going to say double R. Flash 81 is here as well. Toy Geekosaurus. Quip is asking, such a spooky background. Is Halloween in November in Canada? Halloween is whenever we want it to be. We don't play by the rules.
Lives in your heart. You keep it in your heart all the year.
That's correct. That's how we do things here. All right. William Rodriguez -WS8IF is here. Chris Bobinski. All right. Matt Bush, thumbs up. That is from the bottom of my heart. Oh, thank you. Oh, hang on. Sergeant Cosgrove says big DC news. Absolute Batman annual has folks going bananas. Oh, yeah. Batman going ham on Punk secondary market hot. I'm trade waiting regardless. But yeah, he's beating the shit out of ICE agents and cops and like, oh, dude. That's what I've been waiting for in comics. I think we've talked about this before, Alex, where it's like, where's Captain America during all of this stuff happening in the States? Where's the X-Men? Where is Batman? Where's Superman? Where's Wonder Woman?
I mean, and it's not, I mean, it's, comic books have a long history of kind of reflecting the, the times and the current, politics. And I think that things have gotten so corporate that there's sort of a real resistance to that these days. But like, it's part of comics history. I mean, like, was it you, Ryan? Somebody was pointing out that like, in the 70s, that was when Captain America like became nomad, a man without a country. Was that Ken? Somebody was pointing that out.
Yes.
That
I think that was Ken. But then you go back and it's like the Superman radio show where he's fighting the KKK.
Yeah.
Right? Like and then you go back even to like the old black and white serials of Superman. And there was these small like green aliens that looked different than humans, but the same message was there. All these people just like, they're different, we should shoot them. And Superman's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just because they're different doesn't. Anyways, I digest.
And but no, I mean it's true. And Marvel as well, like in the 60s, Spider-Man had a lot of the politics of the day. X-Men obviously being an allegory for all for prejudice, marginalized groups, Red Scare, like all that. Like
Ice Agents are pretty much like what we see in X-Men 97 with the Friends of Humanity using Sentinel technology. It's all that. That's what it feels like right now when you're watching the news. Anyways, I digest. This is a conversation definitely for another episode. Zach Kinsella is here, right? Again, also follow Zach on Instagram. Amazing stuff, amazing artwork. He's doing
incredible art.
Some beautiful stuff out there right now. Mr. Ken Plume with the $2 super chat. Die Hard is really a Star Wars movie.
Oh,
I want to see that happen. All right. And we also got Drock 81 2000. Looking forward to the show. We're looking forward to having you here. Nick D N for you. I see Alex as that Robin already back there. Can't wait.
Yeah, I snuck a little sample back from San Diego Comic Con. I always feel like I don't want to I don't want to people to see stuff back there because that's like makes the wait feel longer. But forgot to take them down. But yeah, Robin's back there.
Jason Krasecki is here. Hello, O-Ringers. I guess we are G.I. Joe. We're a vintage G.I. Joe podcast now. NYC Figure Fanatic, more yours. I'm liking the yours. What up, everyone? Great having you here, guys. And that's we're all caught up, right? It's Scotty Pippen, Cricket Ninja Turtle Gang. I don't know where that applies to, but I just love hearing it. I absolutely love hearing it. Tony Johnson 77. Hi everybody. Just got back from Predator Badlands. Not too shabby.
Made it out okay.
Right? Ken Plume, considering comic schedules, you weren't going to see comics reflecting events that began happening at the beginning of the year until around now. That's a good
point. That's
fair too. That is totally a good point, right? Schedules, things happen. Everything's kind of 3 to 6 months. That makes, all right. It makes sense. But man, that Batman annual, creating a stir, I think is amazing. And with that, I think I texted you, Alex. This is after last week's show, and I was like, I'm not going to give this writer a shout out, not at this point. And I was like, I didn't realize this guy was a piece of shit.
I know.
And then Alex was like, that's really well known. And I didn't realize like there's this weird, like, I understand that Comicsgate exists, and I hate even mentioning that.
Yeah.
And they got their own little like angry mob of folks. And I didn't realize that like some like very prolific writers or artists are even like part of that and like really kind of spearhead for it. And it's really disheartening when it's kind of like these are writers that wrote things that were completely the opposite. And then maybe now I have to reflect and go, did I read that correctly? Like
it's true. Like there's certainly tons of, there are comic book characters that kind of represent both sides of the political spectrum, and it's like, and it's all, sometimes it is like very deep in the subtext and you're like, oh, okay. So you thought that guy was like the good guy? All right. Like, interesting.
Yeah. That could have happened. I kind of feel that's how U.S. Agent started.
Oh, I don't know anything about U.S. Agent. That's definitely like a void in my.
Well, he's kind of that counterbalance on the political spectrum of what Captain America is, and I think that's why him and Hawkeye were always fighting in Avengers West Coast, right? Because they just have two totally opposite.
They had a Green Arrow, Green Lantern thing going on.
They did, but a little more. I don't know, like, and it was just about on the same on the nose as well, like that pretty much direct, where it was like Hawkeye being like, "You idiot!" But the reason why they work together is because regardless of what, you know, their political beliefs are, they had that same goal of just like, we got to protect the people.
Mm.
So that's where things kind of like worked. And it's just, well, it's the same thing. That whole like the man on the street versus the very, like, I don't even know how to explain this correctly in my head. Like in my head, it's like, because you know how Green Lantern's very much like a cop. He's very
Right.
cop coded,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And U.S. agent is very much the
Yeah.
same thing.
It's yeah.
And they even
Well, I
played it.
mean, during the like Civil War, like the Iron Man versus Captain America, where you had Tony Stark being kind of like this arm of the government who was talking about like this is in the comics version, like
Right.
registering superheroes, and Captain America, you know, rebelling against that, and yeah.
Yep. And then like, and dude, it's been we should revisit that. We should revisit a few of these big ones. I think House of M we should revisit at some point.
Yeah.
Like you said, Civil War, the original one, and Secret Invasion.
Yes.
I think though I'd love to kind of go back and revisit those three.
That was that was like the return of the Marvel event. Like
It was big, yeah, because they did those kind of yearly things that would just build, and the whole thing is like all of those led to the next event. Like in a really, it felt smooth, but man, the amount of crossover books,
yeah,
was insane. Like I
but
think it
you
all
felt like
started,
it wasn't afraid. Like it really would mess things up too. Like it wasn't afraid to like to kill off a bunch of major characters and like reveal these characters to be Skrulls, and and this character, like this book is like completely insane now. Like they're like the aftermath. They weren't it wasn't like a reset where it's like, okay, now it just goes back to status quo. It was like you kind of felt like you had to read those big series, because it's like, well, you want to know why there aren't mutants anymore.
right? And it's like,
how did that happen?
And it's too bad the MCU couldn't like capitalize on that. I'll just like a little more, like stretch things out. And I understand everything's in a time thing, because we actually had, because the Secret Avengers came from the outcome of Civil War. So you had the Avengers, which was this is the government funded Avengers, and they started that Avengers Academy and all that kind of stuff where they were training the new heroes. They had proper training grounds. They were taking other heroes that they felt were too careless, throwing them in the raft. It was wild.
Right.
And then you had the Secret Avengers, who had to kind of still be Avengers, but under hiding. And the MCU kind of like said like, hey, that group exists, which was Scarlet Witch, Vision, Captain America, Black Widow. Right? Where they were like hiding. Nobody knew where they were. Meanwhile, Captain America, Hulk was off planet. Thor was off planet. Right? So that
was all like post Civil War
going into Infinity War.
Right.
So there's that big gap. And I kind of wish that Marvel Comics would fill in these gaps as comics. I feel like there's room for storytelling in that universe that I feel the comics don't dive into. I know we're going all over the place tonight, folks. I know everyone's kind of waiting, but
it's weird. They never did like a MCU comic,
right? Like they've done like Avengers Assemble, which was like where it was like a mini series of the 5 Avengers that were in the movie, like from the first movie.
Yeah.
But it was never like, but it still was 616. It was never, it was just it felt like a comic book to have out on the stands where people coming in go, oh, that's the Avengers I know.
Right.
And never an MCU book.
Yeah. I guess they were probably afraid to like step on the movie's toes or something, but like I don't know, that would have made a lot of sense to me if you wanted to like kind of carry people over from the theater into buying comics, like.
Right. And I agree, and it would be really cool just to even see, like, because you could do photo covers, you could do it'd be cool even just to see Alex Ross do some covers to
Yeah.
kind of fill in those gaps. So like I would 100% read a miniseries of Bucky in Wakanda. I would read a miniseries of that group of like secret Avengers out in Europe, tracking down Hydra or whoever, doing these secret deep cover missions. Then, and again now, because so much time has passed in the MCU, that there's no reason you can't go back and do it. Like even like Spider-Man stuff of like, give me a prequel Spider-Man book of him in the hoodie,
Yeah.
fighting crime, like being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
These are good. These are good ideas because, like, you know what they do? They Star Wars does this a ton, where they'll have a whole comic book line that just is in between movies or even in between TV show episodes. Like, it's like they, especially like thinking of like the old Marvel Star Wars comics, like where they were not afraid at all to like just kind of like take it into wild directions in between movies.
Sure. Like, and I think that'd be kind of just fun to do because you could do the stuff with like, again, prequel stuff before the Avengers, like the Hulk hiding out, what's been happening to him. Give me Budapest. Give me that whole thing with Budapest and Hawkeye and Black Widow.
It's true
keep
because
we hear
there's
about
a lot
Budapest all the way to Thunderbolts.
A lot of undeveloped stuff in those movies too. Like they have a lot happen in between, in between the movies where you're just like, oh, okay, I guess these two are a thing now, or I guess these two aren't, like, or whatever.
And even between Avengers and Age of Ultron, it sounds like the Avengers were doing things.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because the way they're all kind of chatting and hanging out at the tower, it's like, okay, you guys have clearly been doing other missions. You're a fine-tuned machine now. Let's see some of that.
Fucking like, Fantastic Four. Like that movie opens with like they've had a whole 4 years of crazy adventures and fighting villains, and like, yeah, I guess it's kind of the 60s Jack Kirby comics, but like,
why not?
I don't know, make a comic book series that says what happens up to that first movie.
We are totally off topic. I don't even care. You know what? I would get Chris Samney. Is that how you say his name?
Samney.
Samney. I would get him to do the interiors for that Fantastic Four comic.
Yes.
Or Doc Shaner.
Yeah.
Or Doc Shaner. Yeah, one of those two, right? Hang on. Someone, Mr. Michael T is saying, too bad the MCU tie-in fizzled out around Black Panther 1. I didn't realize there was any, so now I got to look these up. Luis Ballesteros, who did make it, thank you for being here. I would read an Eternals comic if it was drawn by Joe Mad.
I'd read anything if it was drawn by Joe Mad.
Right? Same here. Anything. Did you see that Rogue cover he's doing?
Oh my god! All the Age of Apocalypse covers, like the Sabretooth, Rogue. Like I am back in the Joe Mad Age of Apocalypse. Like it's all I'm thinking about. It's awesome.
Give me all of it. Just give me all of it. Like I have him draw a mini series of the Muppet Show. I don't care. Just, like let him do it. And I don't know if he doesn't have it in him to do interiors. Like same with J. Scott Campbell. There's a part of me that it would also, there was supposed to be the equivalent of Batman Hush for Spider-Man, written by Jeff Loeb, and the interiors were supposed to be done by J. Scott Campbell.
That would have
Where
been
is that? Where is that? What happened to it? He talked about it in in one of those late Wizard magazines, and they threw some sketches up there, and I was like, "Yo, give me that." And then
go ahead. It's not like he isn't prolific. Like the amount of like covers and pinups and stuff that he's done, like if you just put those in panels, like you'd have a comic by now. It's not like he's afraid of drawing a lot,
I agree.
Maybe it's a financial thing. I'm sure he makes a lot more off of covers and prints and and original art and that sort of thing than he would off of a page rate from one of the big companies. So.
Dude, 100%. 100%.
And that's the part of the problem, I guess. Like, and Joe Mad's got his video game company.
Yes, maybe he doesn't necessarily have the time because running a company takes so much time. But I mean, like, none of these guys like look at Hush right now. I feel like we're back in Image in the 90s with all these guys doing amazing work, but none of it is on schedule.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of
Because
back
they've only gotten busier. It's like,
I can only imagine, like, it's just like when I saw Jim Lee was in Toronto for the final game for the World Series, and I was like, dude, you got Hush 2 to finish, man. I'm also saying, get out of there.
do you have his like drawing board with him?
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, no, kind of just listening to the game. You could have been doing this at home, but it's I would love to have that. Luis Ballesteros has something for you, Alex. Hey, Alex. Mondo's Joe Mad X-Men collection, especially Rogue in her purple outfit,
The space
the
suit.
trial of Gambit.
Yeah, it's all I think about now.
It's all
is Joe Mad X-Men.
Again, that was the stuff that was on my wish list for Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, speaking of which, I'm going to quickly show off one of my, because this segues nicely. This was one of the things on my wish list that came in for me today. And it was the Battle Damage Spider-Man, which I really, really wanted. Maybe I'll embiggen. Hang on. Right?
Yeah.
That's
great.
These are what I feel like are the starting lineup of Marvel Legends, where it comes with a piece of cardboard or an NFT, and they just like, let's double the price. It's mean.
Is that the case?
They're so expensive. These are like, you get one card, and they're just
giving
like
they're giving that card so much real estate in the box. Like they have an extra wide box. With whereas normally like you'd have the card behind the figure, just like like it'd just be kind of back there, but they have given the card its own like almost equal weighting to the figure in the packaging.
And I had to cancel my pre-order for Mary Jane for MJ because I was like, this is too expensive, man. So I only have to get the one you really want. And so well,
it is kind of a shame because it's like, I mean, you're either, the card, who knows if that will, I mean, if you want to talk about valuable cards,
oh dude, that's the one.
than this. Good luck trying to find this out there, people, with his one glove.
Good luck, folks. You'll never. We're not. You know what? We're gonna gatekeep. We're going to tell you where you can get that card.
Yeah,
you just gotta know.
Good luck trying to pull that one.
Yeah,
that's what is that. Yeah, that's the phrase. Pull it.
Yep, that's right.
Pull the Squirtin' Hornet, Lex Luthor.
Yep, you gotta find it now. But yeah, man. I don't know. It's cool stuff. Let's just get right into pickups. We totally derailed. We've got a half an hour. We haven't talked about anything we said we were going to. We just got too into it, man. Marvel, come on. Talk to us. We'll help you out. If anyone knows anyone at Marvel that wants to help us pitch something,
we got big ideas.
Yeah,
very big ideas.
How fun would that be to see an MCU comic and then see it written by Dole and Brewer? How cool would that be? How cool would that be? All right, Alex, take it away.
So what my pickup. So I got this last week, but we didn't do a show, so I'll show it off now. I got Egon. Egon and Boogeyman. But I'll show off Egon.
They look like great figures. I finally got my my
Peter and Sam Haines.
Peter Venkman. It's such old news now that it's like,
I know.
Does anyone even care?
I'm very glad that those are finally getting to everyone. I was very stressed out. But yeah, now everyone hopefully is getting their Peter and Sam Hain.
Nice.
Trying to unclip the like PKE meter. Like you have to have it like at just the right angle to get it on his little like belt loop here.
And then once it's on forever.
But it will clip on and will come off just as easily. And yeah, I just have to like, first of all, like the factory like did such a great job for us on these, like especially paint wise. Like look at all of the little paint hits on this. Like
Nice.
it is exactly show the little screen, and then they also figured out how to make this work. So I delivered, you know, a functioning mechanical PKE antenna, but I was like, these are such small parts, such small hinges. Like there's no way they're going to be able to actually like make this for function in production, and it does. So I am
Whoa.
so, and you can have it, you know, if you want it to be like, oh, there's like some activity, and then there's a ghost right behind you.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I can hear that. I can hear that.
yeah, exactly. And yeah, they click down like that, and it just slides back
I
in.
wish Hasbro would make those role play items.
Oh, I know, dude.
Right?
I know. A real, because I mean, like you know, I always like the real Ghostbusters stuff better than the movie stuff, you know, just because
I get that.
it's more like toyetic, it's more colorful, it's more fun. And so with Egon, they also got this thing from my nightmares, Boogeyman. Again, like the factory, just like they perfectly recreated Mark Bristow's paint job on him. He's got his like articulated jaw,
Yeah.
um, articulated legs. So his head is very heavy. You can get him. I have been able to get him to stand like without the stand, because his like you can get his like coattail to like be just firm enough, and it helps if you kind of like have his legs like all the way down, like kind of like a low center of gravity, and you can get him to stand. But we do provide this like pretty robust stand for him, if you don't want to risk having him fall off your shelf. Because yeah,
That's
he's a
nice.
big guy. And he also comes with this insane head from the second Boogeyman episode. There's like a part where he's brought the Ghostbusters into his realm, and he like comes up through the floor, and he's just this gigantic, like horrible thing. And so Hector actually was like, "We got to do that head."
Yeah.
So, and he's got the like drooling tongue and everything. So
Oh man, he looks great.
super terrifying, and he's huge. He's just this like massive thing that exists now.
That's so cool.
And
you had one more thing?
I got a few. I got
a few things.
I got Boku pickups. All right, this next thing is also very Halloween themed. Came just in, so my Halloween, Dole, I know you had a really fun Halloween, you know, did some cool cosplaying, and you really you did it right.
I had to do Red Guardian. I had to do it.
Perfect Red Guardian. It looked awesome. Perfect costume. My Halloween celebration is mostly like watching movies, like watching scary movies or just old horror movies.
Right.
And so this year I really went hard on the Vincent Price movie marathon. So I watched a movie called The Tingler, which was incredible. Like it's like about this like slug creature that like is in everyone's spine. Like everyone has this thing called the tingler in their spine that when you get scared, it starts to like grow and like take like latch onto your spine, and it's killing you. But if you scream, that kind of diffuses it and it kind of like shrinks back down. But if you don't scream, you'll die. It'll kill you. So it was all this like, it's just this like cheap cheesy gimmick to like get people to scream in the audience, because part of the movie was that they actually, where the movie would play, the theaters, they would wire the seats to give like a little electric shock to the audience. So you'd be sitting there watching this movie, and they'd like, some of the seats would like actually shock the audience members, and they were supposed to like scream when that happened, because that was supposed to be like the tingler is like literally your spine is tingling. And Tony Johnson, you got it's William Castle gimmick movie, and he literally comes out in the beginning, and like in the beginning of the movie, and sort of sets up this zany premise. And anyway, starring Vincent Price. Watched The Mad Magician with Vincent Price,
Oh.
which is basically like an episode of Batman the Animated Series. This like black and white film noir. Vincent Price plays a magician who is kind of screwed out of his his intellectual property by his business partners, and goes on a mad revenge quest. And it is, yeah, it's like he could be a villain from Batman the Animated Series. It has that kind of structure, the like kind of wronged genius revenge structure. So yeah, if you're a fan of BTAS, like definitely check that out. And then finally I watched The Raven, which is just an incredible one. It's Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, Peter Lorre, and Jack Nicholson all together in this crazy Roger Corman horror movie. It's really fun. Anyway, it was perfectly timed for my brother for Christmas got me this figure, and it was on he got it on pre-order, and it just arrived, and it is the NECA Vincent Price.
Question.
Yes.
Now saying that about Batman Animated Series, do you think he was put to waste playing Egghead?
No, I would never say that, because Vincent Price as Egghead is phenomenal. It's spectacular. It's pure art. But I do think that he would have been incredible doing the voice of a villain on Batman the Animated Series.
I know it's like it would be unorthodox to do this just because of the alter egos of the characters, but I would love it if he hang on, what's the alter ego of Etrigan?
Oh, Jason Blood.
Jason Blood.
He'd be a perfect Jason Blood. Oh my God, yes.
Right? That's who I think he like.
Gone,
just hearing that
on the form of man.
Yeah, right.
The demon Etrigan.
Right, dude. It would be perfect. He'd be so good.
If only. That would have been incredible. But yeah,
There's
this figure is incredible. Look at this freaking likeness.
Yeah, dude, they killed it.
And he comes.
Do we know who sculpted that?
It's on the box. I think it's two sculptors, but I think Trevor Grove did the portraits, because he does, because I think this is done like traditionally. Like I think it was done a traditional wax or clay sculpture that was then like digitally scanned. But because it kind of has that traditional look, at least to the portraits. And the hands are incredible. Like his hands just look so good, and they're so well posed. But yeah, Trevor Grove, who does like incredible, like all of NECA's like amazing likenesses, the Jaws figures, the Elton John, like he does such amazing likenesses, the Hammer stuff, I imagine.
Right.
You get an older Vincent Price.
Nice. Yeah.
Which is a must. The lighting's kind of killing it. Like this looks a lot better in person, but it's like that expression is like just perfect, Vincent Price. And then you get kind of a younger. This was Vincent Price played a lot of like leading men early in his career. Like he was always like the kind of like the handsome the handsome caller, or wealthy, well-to-do son or whatever. Like
because he speaks very articulately.
Yeah. But also kind of had a folksy, he had a very folksy kind of way, sing-song voice early on in the early days.
Right. But he comes off very he has posture, right? Like if there's there's an essence to him when he walks in the door.
He also was a gourmet. So this comes with the cooking price-wise cookbook.
How do we get that?
I know. There's an amazing scene in it's a Robert Mitchum movie, His Kind of Woman, really bizarre, zany black and white noir movie that's almost kind of like got like a David Lynch vibe. And
Right.
Vincent Price is in that and hilarious. And there's like a scene where he's like cooking a duck.
Right.
It's amazing. And then he's got his records, which is
You
really
have to
cool.
make a custom Thriller record.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure it was like probably a rights thing that they couldn't.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they can't do it, though.
Yeah,
I would love for them to
he
someone
comes
to
with
do it.
Peter
Mhm.
Lorre from The Raven.
Nice.
And he has a separate arm that can like plug into. He comes
I
with
like this.
his
Andrew,
cat.
he was a non-threatening homosexual character. I mean, if you put on a shelf, like if you have them together on a shelf, if you put Vincent Price, Elvira, and Pee Wee Herman
Oh yeah,
on a shelf together, I think that would look like
totally.
it's funny how it's like Pee Wee fits in with those characters in a way that would, if you see them together, it's like that works. But when you say it, you might go, "What's Pee Wee doing there?" But I feel like the three of them together work
Well,
really well.
yeah, because they're kind of like they're like variety show hosts of a fashion, like
Right?
they're all very like very artsy, very yeah, like queer coded, like it's spooky, fun, like
Yeah.
creative,
Imaginative, I think.
quirky, like
Yeah,
like and iconic. They're
and
all
iconic. Yeah.
icons. But yeah, certainly certainly Elvira and Vincent Price have the kind of horror thing. He comes with a tiny cigarette.
Oh, nice. You know what? We got to bring smoking back.
I don't know about that.
Like, I don't mean like in public, but I mean like when I think about the Super 7 Krusty the Clown, because they took out
Yeah,
the
figures.
cigar.
Yeah, I mean, come
And
on.
I
It's
would
like yeah.
I would love to get a Wolverine with a cigar. I'd
Oh,
like to
I
get
know.
the Thing with a cigar, Gambit with a cigarette. Give me all of that.
Ray Stantz with the
Ray
cigarette
Stantz.
dripping out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
All the
lie.
real Ghostbusters.
I got it comes with 4 of these. One of these might be going in a Ray figure somewhere.
That's amazing. And
Um
Winston. If you got enough, have him and Winston.
yeah, for sure.
You know.
I love this detail. Look, this is he comes with a teacup with coffee or tea in there, and you can even see like the milk, some of the milk, kind of
Yeah.
the way they did that. Beautiful, awesome figure, and of course he also comes with a skull. Yeah.
No. Smoking is cool. Yeah. We're bringing it back.
Yeah.
Vaping is for losers.
Yeah.
The real
This?
ones
Have you heard of this thing, nicotine?
Yeah. It's healthy.
But that's not all my pickups.
Okay,
So
keep going.
speaking of figures that smoke, I also got just hot in today. Wolverine for for our X-Men line.
It's beautiful. I'm jealous I wasn't able to get it. However, I have one question.
Yes.
Why is his shirt on? You have alternate torsos? That's what you choose?
I didn't want to, overwhelm I didn't want to overwhelm our audience by going so ham out the gate. But yeah, so it's easy enough to swap the torso, I think.
Okay, careful. Oh, there
It's
it
meant
is.
to do that. I'm like the Hulk. You remember that?
Oh, Ultimate Hulk.
Ultimate Hulk.
Wolverine.
Arms do come off. There we go. Shoulder pads come off.
Nice. You're getting an instruction booklet here before you even.
And then, behold, he does have an alternate torso. Now, the thing with this figure is, at least mine, and I've seen others have a similar thing, is that the legs, the hips are really tight. The legs are really tight. So I would absolutely, I had to heat these up. And even then, like, I'm probably going to try to find some kind of like WD-40 or something to like spray in there. So I
Move it
don't
up.
want to damage the paint or anything, but like because it is very the hips in particular are very tight. The torso, he does have like a fair amount of like diaphragm crunch, but I did have to heat that to like get it, but you should be able to crunch there. Same thing with like the neck joint. So some of the joints are tight, and same thing with this, but the range should be there. But yeah, so it just pops on like so. This one's a little tighter.
Little get it
There
on.
we go. And then arms.
Cool. Okay.
Gotta
That's one.
cram it in.
Yeah.
One arm. He's got his ripped shirt. So you can either have him like completely shirtless or a little battle damage shirt.
Battle damage is so hot right now.
I know you got to bust out your Spider-Man. It's battle damage. Have a battle damage party.
Well, yours is a little bigger,
All
a little off scale.
right, come on, get in there, you.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
And then he's got
even heard
his.
that.
And then he's got his angry eyes. Hey, bub. It's been a long night.
Is it apocalypse?
The baby's coming. Yeah, so here he is.
Oh, that's great.
And if you want to do like the like Deadpool and Wolverine look,
You can.
Keep the mask on.
That's great too. That looks good too.
Just hear Madonna playing.
Yep.
Have this rip off.
That's so
He's got kind of like a Batman fighting Ra's al Ghul thing going now.
Yeah, because he's got the gloves on.
Yeah.
Gloves on the mask with them bare chest.
He needs a sword.
Hey,
And he's got his Sentinel base.
Oh, so cool.
Which, for your comparison, we beefed up our Sentinel base. So this was the one that comes with Rogue. This one's, a little bigger.
Jeez.
That's a lot of Sentinel.
Who are you trying to impress with that? Hey, I don't know if you're allowed to answer this. Is Beast getting a Sentinel base?
He is not. We have shown the stuff that comes with Beast. Okay. He will have his lab coat and swappable arms, and Beast's arms are like as practically as big as he is. So it's like giving another set of arms is like pretty substantial on a figure like that. But yeah, I am very happy.
I'm going to display mine waist up like NECA's TMNT dirtbag. That's from 2077. It's a lot of dirtbag talk this week, and I'm here for it.
It's a couple of dirt bags. Yeah, just you can have him like climbing out of the ground, like maybe like a sentinel, like pound him into the ground.
He's just digging his way out.
But yeah, and he also comes with for those 92 purists, a 92 style head, which I think looks pretty freaking awesome.
Looks sharp.
This is the two Batmans kissing.
Batmans kissing.
But yeah, and
that's cool.
Yeah, he's really fun, and he's properly short. Let me see if I can demonstrate his. You can see the other. I've got the other X-Men here. Cyclops.
You need to move him over just a little bit. Oh yeah,
I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
short Wolvie. Yeah, I'm stoked. And yeah, so he comes with a ton of stuff, tons of. Oh shit! Two unmasked heads, one angry, one stoic. Comes with this really angry. This is like I definitely looked at the like Jim Lee card art for
Nice.
that. And just a not quite as angry but still pretty pissed off head, and a standard like neutral unmasked. And now
Yeah.
you might be wondering, like, these Mondo figures, they always come with so many alternate heads. What do I do with them? How do I display them? Do I stick them in a drawer? That feels wrong. Well, my next pickup has solved that for me, at least. Friend of the channel, DJ Ackets, D Jackets, on Instagram, good buddy Darren, made this. Let me try to bring it in. Oh! All right.
So cool.
This is made out of wood. This is beautiful woodworking, just like the Batman the Animated Series sign that I showed off.
Yep.
Let me just grab Gambit here so you can have the full effect. But yeah, they just the heads just kind of plug into these pegs. I have the wrong peg for Gambit, that's why it's not stable. But yeah, pretty sweet.
That is pretty
Beautiful,
sweet.
like 3D Marvel Comics logo there. And yeah, I love it.
That's awesome.
He's super talented. And you
need 6 of them.
What's that?
You need 6 of those. So
I
you can
know.
display all of them.
I know, it's true. And you can take these are just like little like peg things that you can take out
And move them around as you need them.
Move them around as you need them. Or this is a cool, like he showed this off. This is a cool option. You can put your figure on the stand. There's like a it's like a stand.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
And Wolverine's like the perfect height where he doesn't block the logo too much. But yeah,
dude.
He's awesome. Yeah, super cool. Great display. If you want, doesn't have to be X-Men. You can have Spidey.
Yeah.
Gotta get him posed a bit, but yeah. So Darren, super talented guy, great work. Check him out on Instagram to see more of his talent on display.
It's cool stuff. That's freaking cool. Dude, what else you got?
That's it. Well, there's got to be more.
Well, I mean,
I'm showing Wolverine. I'm showing Vincent Price. I'm Spidey. Here's your like your Marvel classic Marvel Comics team up,
dude. So you need a Ghost Rider and a Hulk to go with that.
Oh yeah.
What are your chances of getting to do a 1/6 scale Ghost Rider?
With the bike?
Yeah.
Did Ghost Rider show up in a cartoon? Did he have a cartoon?
He had a cartoon, but I'm certain he must have showed up in Spider-Man.
Yes.
Someone in the chat will know. Someone in the chat will know. Well, let's get into today's topic. I was going to talk about like all the cool stuff of Two-Face, but we totally derailed from the beginning, and we're already almost at an hour. But I do want to give this some fair amount of attention and love and care. Oh, Scotty Quippin, Geek Dad Quip, is saying he did not have a cartoon. Is this a Mandela effect thing?
Yeah. Well, he did have a toy line, so maybe that's why we assumed he had a cartoon.
Yeah. I think maybe that's it. I think maybe that is exactly it. All right. I'll take away the banners. We're not covering this beautiful work of yours, which is amazing. Also, the Garage Gamer is here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. I want a cyborg Spider-Man. Dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The Hot Toys Cyborg Spider-Man is awesome.
It is, but I mean, come on. When you do it, you're gonna fucking kill it. I can't wait. Let's see here. Quip is saying Ghost Rider had brief cameos in X-Men the Animated Series, Hulk, and Fantastic Four. I don't know why I was supposed to say F4. I mean, it still works, but
I
whatever.
mean, like, is that like F1?
Like F1, right? That's Alice's fault. She put it in my radar that people are obsessed with F1 right now.
Yeah,
And
I
thanks to her,
know.
now thanks to her, I see it everywhere.
Well, that movie, there was like there's a massive push like toward to make F1 a thing.
Yeah,
in North America, I suppose.
right. Kevin's here, toying around. Hello there. All right, let's get into this. This is your Two-Face, probably one of the most long-awaited villains in the line.
Yeah.
Just to give some people some kind of like, there hasn't been a lot of Two-Face figures for whatever, but only because I have no idea why, to be honest. But I think maybe because he was, no, that's not right either. How am I trying to say this? I feel like no one cared about Two-Face really until Batman Forever.
Oh, I mean, I feel like so Two-Face was the first Batman the Animated Series figure I ever had.
And I want to get into that.
The first, I guess he wasn't the first Batman figure, but he was definitely the first Batman the Animated Series figure.
Right.
And it was like, I mean, that like the concept just makes so much sense to a kid. It's like one side's good, one side's bad. Awesome. Like,
yeah,
when I saw that, I don't think I was even necessarily like aware of, I mean, I was young. I didn't know too much of, Batman to me was still like the Adam West show. So like when I remember seeing Two-Face in the toy aisle and just being like, yeah, okay, that's coming home. That makes
right.
all the sense in the world. That's brilliant.
The first Two-Face figure I remember is because it peg warmed. Him and Lex Luthor used to peg warm at the Zellers with the original Toy Biz line.
Yes, where he had the like giant coin or something.
Giant coin, the green face. There is a part of me now that wants to go back and get those, like on card.
Like back in time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how we get kind of like nostalgic for peg warmers. But I remember like, Batman. I feel like the conscious of Two-Face, I mean, to the Muggles, people didn't really realize Two-Face was really a thing, but the concept has kind of always existed of the half man, half monster, the Jekyll and Hyde thing.
Yeah.
Like, and so I feel like the Muggles didn't really know Two-Face was like a Batman thing until forever. But I mean, for a lot of us, like, we knew he existed in the comics. I will fully admit by that time in the early 90s, I wasn't reading a lot of back issues of the comics. And like, if it wasn't Robin or Tim Drake, I probably wasn't picking it up. So Batman the Animated Series was a great intro for me for a lot of these characters. And Two-Face is no exception because, again, the brilliance of a two-parter for an origin story for this character. And then also, like you were talking about, the Kenner figure. That's another one too. I'd love to find on card as well, just because it looks so good on the card. I have a bunch on card, but I don't own Two-Face.
You mean the animated series with
animated
like
series?
Yeah.
But those animated series figures are, they to me, they held like this like level of, well, why can't all toys look like the cartoon? And I mean, I felt like the closest before that was Real Ghostbusters. Because the Real Ghostbusters figures looked so close to the cartoon, even though they didn't have all the collars weren't painted or whatever, but everything looked great. Like remember the Ghostbuster logo looking great, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then when these ones came out, they had the figures look like the cartoon, like Ghostbusters, but then gave them accessories that maybe that was the over the top gimmick.
Like, Two-Face, he came with like a gold necklace with a gold coin on it. That was very weird. And then yeah, he had a gun that I guess was supposed to have kind of like look like a roulette wheel or something. It was like a Tommy gun with like the disc was like,
well, the Riddler had like a question mark gun, I think.
Yeah, he launched a question mark, and yeah, Joker had like a squirt gun thing. Like, yeah.
Well, even I remember did you ever get the figure of the Creeper from the New Adventures.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And he came with the television
the
camera.
camera that turned into a bazooka.
So good.
But yeah, but yeah, it was something where you could take it off of them and just have them look like they did in the show, which was very important to me as a kid. Anyway, it had to. In fact, Two-Face, the Two-Face figure, like drove me crazy that his suit was the white part of his suit was really like kind of like a blue. It was like a light blue plastic.
Yeah,
Even though I liked the color blue, it wasn't
Right.
like the show. And his jacket was open; it wasn't closed and buttoned like it always is on the show. So and he didn't have the red lips on his
Right.
Two-Face
Like I
face.
said,
So,
they were close. They were never perfect, but they were very close.
yeah,
And then I feel like the next one to kind of like that nailed it, of course, was DC Direct,
right.
because
Yep.
those figures are amazing in their own right.
I used to have dreams about going into like a comic book store and finding like screen accurate Batman the Animated Series figures. And then the DC Direct line came along and it was like, oh my God, it's literally my dream is now
It is
a reality.
That was mine too. It's always like when I wanted the return of superpowers, it still was it was close, but still not exactly what I wanted. You know, with McFarlane, like, but it was close enough to kind of like scratch that itch.
Yeah.
But man, when the DC directed Batman animated series, like I have all of them. They are the only thing I don't have from that set, because I don't have the room for it, is the Batwing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I do not have.
You don't have Renee Montoya.
And Renee Montoya. Oh, why do you why do you do this to me? But you're right. Like those are the only two things I don't have. I have everybody else. Some of them still go for exuberant amount of money on the secondary market. But it was like one of those things where it was like, you know, like again, I still feel like both the Two-Faces, New Adventures and animated series, beautifully sculpted.
Yeah.
That said, you are still doing something that is different than them, than what DC directed. And because I feel like it's a larger scale, I feel because you have maybe the budget for a more premium product with accessories and portraits. I'm just going to say it. I don't care if people get mad at me. Different head sculpts. No, I'm going to do it. Portraits. Because the way that you guys do it, again, is different. It's a different scale. You get a little bit of extra, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's true. The Batman the the DC Collectibles line didn't really have a lot of swappable parts, if I'm remember.
Maybe
they had tons of accessories. So like that was the first figure line where it was like, oh my God, we're getting like the actual props they use on the show. That's incredible. Like stuff that the first time like accessories catered like exclusively to the adult collector, and I was like, this is the future of action figures. Like getting a pool cue and a rat and a plastic mask with the creepers. Like, oh yeah, this is it. So like we and through Mondo, like we've kind of like continued that spirit with like all the episode specific accessories, but with the addition of portraits, scene specific portraits, including for Two-Face. It's like he doesn't have a ton of like different expressions. He's kind of always angry, pissed off. There's that
he's Big Bad Harv, right?
Well, there's certainly like that very memorable shot that we have in here where it's the first time you see him without the bandages on. You've got the lightning going behind him. It's just that when he looks at Grace, who's come to the hospital and seeing him, and it's so like memorable, and so that head is recreated. And then Kyle, shout out to Kyle Wadaga, one of his favorite and I've heard of this from a couple different people. People really love the head with the half of the shroud.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Because they did 3 accessory packs for DC Direct. So they did one for Batman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker. So it had all that extra stuff, the extra expressions,
right?
The trench coat for Joker, the fish body, the fish mascot for Harley. Like it had all that extra stuff. and I feel like this is what we might have gotten if DC Direct continued to do this,
Yeah,
because
totally.
you could honestly buy 2 of these and have 2 full, completely different figures.
I mean, if you're a true Two-Face fan, you should be buying 2.
2, correct. I agree. That's what I was setting up. Thank you.
You
And
need to have them both displayed.
I
But this one, and we, you know, I like to think that we kind of went the extra distance with this, by giving you 2 coin flipping hands, so you could have the option, whichever hand you want to be flipping the coin.
right.
You have your choice. And I also he also has the like those hands that are like sculpted like this. That's for doing this thing where he reveals
The coin.
what the results of the coin toss were.
You are brilliant. The coin toss hands though is so brilliant. Few people have said it in the chat. You know, and I'm just going to reiterate it. I think that is something that I think every Two-Face toy moving forward should have.
Yeah,
I
and I feel like a lot,
whoever's making it, you got to do it.
for sure. And I feel like it has been done. It's like pretty standard. Like the DC collectibles one had it, right?
He had
At least the second one.
he had just the coin in the hand.
Some Two-Face figure, okay? Like I don't know if it was a
Oh.
DC, if it was a Mattel, going back to the Mattel days, or but yeah, I should you know, at any rate, like, you know, I should shout out Tom Rzjowski, Zelu 1984, who like kind of created a lot the concept for this Two-Face figure. Like if you go on his Instagram, you can see he posted like a lot of like the accessories that he had thought out. There is what we ended up going with here. And also Aaron White, who's like our head of production, he worked at DC Collectibles during their DC animated line, so he worked on a lot of those figures as well. So it's really cool, like hearing like his stories and insights, like now kind of doing a second run on these characters. And like, you know, so for this Two-Face figure, like we really wanted him to be able to like hold his like machine gun with both hands like properly. So like Aaron really like worked with the factory to make sure that like, you know, that pose was achieved and all that. And yeah, there you go. That was when we like specifically called out to, you know, make sure that he could do that before we went to tooling on it.
Yeah. And I agree. Video Power Gaming. Tom is awesome.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
And he painted it. He painted it too. Like he did the paint master.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's so good. No, he's the reason why he's on the freaking 1996 toy maker dream team, which is called Mondo, right? Like there's a reason. Video Power Gaming, $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I might need a Dole list of the next 5 animated series figures you want to see. I will do that at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We'll go through it. Alex, you want to do one?
I got
too?
a list. I got a list.
I bet yours and I's might be the same, so we might have to go back and forth. We'll do it. We will absolutely.
Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, my list may include. I won't do my list. I'll just keep it simple, just so people can't even by process of elimination. But there are figures I hope you say on your list.
Yes. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm probably going to throw in some ones that are like, oh, Dole, why would you do that? Like, stop it. But yeah, no, this is great. Like, this looks great. And also, hang on, who's doing the backdrops for these?
So this is Raul Barrero did the photos for this. And yeah, he has all the props. I mean, as you can see, like using smoke, like it's like he's just fired the machine gun and it's like gun smoke. Like he captures that like mood of the cartoon, but like getting those like dynamic canted angles that are kind of like from the Adam West show. Like it's, he always crushes it.
I want to know about this little like machine.
I know. He's got a lot of great diorama pieces. Like, you know, he's got like city scenes for the Ghostbusters. He's got a Castle Grayskull for Motu.
Yeah,
The
this
coin
is
in action.
coin in action. So good.
Yeah.
Batman in action.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. This is great. This is why I need it. This is why you need. It's too big. I'm talking like I have like all the space in the world and all the money in the world. If I had all the space and money in the world, I would love to get a Batmobile just to put this Two-Face next to him.
Oh yeah.
You know, like just tied up in there, going to Arkham, just like, Batman. I used to be friends with Bruce Wayne, and we used to go party down on this place here. Pamela Isley, I used to date her too. Oh God, she sucked.
We used to close out the Half Moon Club.
That's it.
Best fun I ever had.
Yeah, dude. The tragedy. See, this is so good. So this dude, how freaking this is the kind of stuff that turns your toy collection into a gallery.
Yeah, well, that's what we aim for, and Batman the Animated Series is such a like that show is just a work of art. It is like the high standard, and yeah, it deserves to be like honored to like the fullest. And it's kind of funny. If you go back to the previous shot, this is like a very nerdy, or this one's fine. This is like a very nerdy comment. Actually, go the one before this one. Yeah, this one. So in the Art of Batman book, they kind of like they reference Harvey Dent kind of being modeled after Ralph Bellamy, the actor. He's in like a lot of noir stuff. I never really saw it that much in the cartoon, but I definitely like wanted to like bring some of that influence into the figure. And I can see it in this shot. Like he kind of has that. Anyway, he kind of has a Ralph Bellamy look going on here.
This is theatrical. This
picture.
This photo, like it's unfortunate that we'll never. Well, I shouldn't say we'll never get something like this in a movie. But at the same time, we don't need it. It's right here. So it's like I sometimes have to remind myself that not every like sometimes the animation and the comics do it so much better than movies and TV will ever do. And I think
because it's like the stuff the stuff is served by drama, by whimsical approach, and that kind of that just blends perfectly into animation and comics in a way that I think is a lot harder to pull off in movies. I think that like maybe movies like noir, like movies of like the 40s maybe could have just like more naturally achieved this, because they're more theatrical like to begin with.
That's why I want another season of Batman, the Caped Crusader.
Yeah,
I want one more season. Just give me one more. I don't think they will. I think that's it. I think WB was just like already at that point, like they didn't even want to release it.
Yeah.
Right. And then Prime took it. So at that point, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall that Prime was just like, yeah, we're not doing like, no, like you're lucky to get this. Which is too bad. Maybe this is why we're going to buy WB, me, you, and Alice. The three of us are going to buy Warner Brothers. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to greenlight Caped Crusader season 2. Then we're going to release Batgirl.
Yeah.
And
we're going to right all the wrongs.
We are going to start a unionized animation studio in Burbank.
We're going to open a freaking Gotham City theme park. Like the Harry Potter land, but Gotham.
And then we'll expand it into all. We'll do Metropolis and Themyscira.
Yeah, of course.
At some point. We'll do all and that will be it. And it'll just be its own land. And people will be like, why should we go there? Because the Harry Potter, we can at least walk over to Simpsons and then walk over to Mario. But hey, listen, you
want to walk to Themyscira?
You want to walk to Themyscira? Think about this. You could walk down the streets of Gotham and you could run into Black Canary. You're telling me you wouldn't want to pay money to do that?
You want to take a boom tube to the watchtower. Now you're in space. and you're in the jail,
Dude.
the Justice League
Yeah,
headquarters.
dude, man. See, this is why
They're leaving so much money on the table. Like,
I think, right? Because I was thinking, because they're doing that, they do that Spaceship Earth over at Epcot,
yeah, be
right?
just like that.
It'd be just like that, where you go up there and you can have, like, dude, and you totally rip off what Disney's doing, where they have the restaurant where you look out into space. You do that, but you're on the moon, and they make it look like the Justice League cafeteria from Justice League Unlimited. And
Dude,
then
that'd be amazing.
and then you can have a character brunch, like a character lunch, but you never get to meet any of like the prime members of Justice League. It'll be like
Yeah,
Vigilante
it's always
and Shining Star and
yeah.
like
Booster Gold is like the highest tier you're gonna encounter.
or Guy Gardner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it would just be shit like that. I think that would be super.
Who was that?
fun.
Like Knight? That like guy who looks
Shining
like
Knight.
the Knight. Oh, Shining
Right?
Knight from like Dragon's Lair. Or I mean, I would even take the Hard Rock Cafe style superhero restaurant from the end of Kingdom Come. Like just like
I like this. Sebastian Gomez Toys, by the way, go check out his Instagram as well, because he's putting up some beautiful Mighty Ducks work, and he did that beautiful packaging art as well.
yeah,
really
so cool.
Really fun stuff. And he's saying Alice can fund it with her Pokemon card collection. That's probably true.
Or you with your Spider-Man Magic the Gathering card.
That's right. I have that. Maybe I'll sell my Ectoglows and build a theme park.
Oh shit.
Yeah, then I can be theme park Gotham City theme park
elite.
Instead. Ken Plume, Epcot now has virtual outer space restaurant. That's the one. That's what I'm referring to.
See, they're getting it done. I mean, can you imagine what they could do? Like walking down, like you have like the boom tube, and it's like just this like these like giant like rings of light. They're like flashing as you're walking down it, and like you can kind of see in between. It goes from like reality in wherever Florida or wherever you are, and then all of a sudden you're like in the watchtower in space, and you're seeing like looking out the stars. Like
that would be
incredible.
I would love that. But we're gonna have Chris on from podcast theme park
was it podcast
the ride? That's it. Jeez.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him on the show. I think we should have him on before the end of the year. We are going to fantasy book what we think the perfect DC theme park would look like. Seeing as like Marvel's got one, how could DC do better? And I believe they could if they just had the right people with the right imagination.
Yeah,
do it.
Because honestly, like we've just named, like DC has more fantasy locations. It's all original.
Fantasy.
Like Marvel has New York City. That's it. Like I mean, it's the benefit to Marvel's books that they take place on our Earth. It's very like relatable, but at the same time, like in terms of like transporting you to another land, like DC has a treasure trove of that stuff. On par with like Star Wars, I would say.
I know we're going to bring this. I'm going to bring this up again. We have Chris on. But my Superman Dream Ride is a drop ride, just like Guardians of the Galaxy. But when you get to the top, because you're in the Daily Planet. So you go through the Daily Planet lobby.
Yeah.
You're going up there. You're going up to as if you're sitting down, strapped in like you're going to work.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the top removes and you see a battle happening over Metropolis.
Love it.
You drop,
dude,
and then Superman catches you and lifts you back up.
And you're like, you've got us. Who's got you?
You, right. And then he gets punched and it drops you again. And he has to like go and catch you right before the top and brings you back up again.
Dude, it's brilliant.
It's brilliant. Like I'm saying, the shit writes itself.
Yeah.
More than anything else. It would be God, it would be so good. And like it's like Ken Plume, welcome to the Watchtower restaurant, Brainiac attacks dinner seating. You could do that too, where you have the Suicide Squad showing up trying to like infiltrate your lunch. Like,
are you talking about engaging you in a narrative?
Yes. But like
now we're getting into the Galactic Cruiser
we are getting a little bit.
territory.
We are, but I mean, like they like because I think the character meet and greet thing while you're eating, that's like the princess breakfast and lunch is very popular in Disney World, right? Like it's a high ticket item.
But
You
that's
go
'cause-
there and the princesses come around and interact with you and take photos.
That's because kids think those princesses are real.
Correct. And I think there's no difference why we couldn't recreate that magic where they get to meet some
Gorilla
new
Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd. Dude, I even think like even if you were oh god, we're really getting into it, and I know we're gonna do an episode about it. We're gonna end up repeating so much of this, but I think like it'd be important to have like the Hall of Gods for Themyscira, and I think a Flash museum would also be very important.
Dude, Swamp Thing's swamp.
D-
Come on.
Would you do that as a area where you like a meet and greet area for Swamp Thing, or like other like
Yes,
like
because it would be Swamp Thing would be like an animatronic. It would be like, you know, remember like the Rainforest Cafe? Like,
yes,
it would be like you'd have like a pond, and then it would start like bubbling up, and then just this like you know, half a Swamp Thing would just kind of like rise up, and his like eyes would be
Yeah.
glowing red, and he'd be like this incredible, you know, animatronic like they can do now, and he would like
but if
engage
it's
you in a narrative.
if it's a meet and greet area, imagine if they were able to like, okay, well, you know, we're not going to have Swamp Thing this week. We're going to put Poison Ivy in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Poison Ivy, I would want like a park, like they'd have a park area that has been taken over by Poison Ivy. You know, it's like the Gotham Central Park, but like everything's got like or a botanical garden where it's just like all these crazy, you know, Venus flytraps and shit have like taken over.
It would be fun to do. And I think they should do another area too, where it's like, if you're able to do overlays on it, then I think that's where it would be perfect, because you could do seasonal ones where it's like spring, you got Poison Ivy, Christmas rolls around, it's Mr. Freeze.
Oh yeah.
Like ice.
Oh yeah.
And stuff. Then Halloween comes around, you could do Scarecrow. I think if you're doing Halloween, you could totally do Halloween Horror Nights and it's villains. It's just villains everywhere.
DC has the scariest villains. Like DC's, I mean, look at what we're looking at. Like DC's villains are Halloween.
They are Halloween.
Like, you know, they would own the holiday if they had a dedicated park.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just like the Mr. Miracle escape room.
Oh my god.
A Mr. Miracle stunt spectacular.
Oh my gosh. See, that would be good. There's so much you could do. Again, there's just so like Matt, like you could do a whole area again. Remember he's talking about the boom tube thing?
Yeah.
You could do like there used to be a ride in Disneyland where they shrunk you down, and it was like
Honey, We Shrunk the Audience.
Not Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. This goes way before that. We're talking like the 60s. 60s and 70s, and they would go through and it's like Body Wars or something. So you'd go
yes, they changed it to like the Ellen DeGeneres dinosaur ride.
Yeah, they had to, because apparently people would get like grossed out by the ride. Like it was just like weird because you're inside the body. But I think you could do a ride like that too, like another like dark ride. Now you're with Ray Palmer and the other Adams, right? Like just again, you could do so much. And again, you tell those narrative stories where it's just like I know that Disney right now is very much into those like, hey, you're part of this ride. Come help us out. We can't do this without you. Get on the ride. Whoa, right? The characters pop out on a screen and go, whoa, thanks so much for helping. Wow, you sure got that one. I want less of that with this.
Yeah. And
I want more of just like story narrative rides like Pirates of the Caribbean, where you're a voyeur. You are not part of it. You are just watching the action happen.
That's my comfort zone too.
Yeah.
You know, what are you paying? I'm not paying to work to be an actor here.
That's what
you guys got to act.
Spider-Man ride pisses me off because of that. Because I'm sitting there going like, what am I doing, man? What am I doing? And I'm like, I just want to sit there and watch Spider-Man beat up the Sinister Six.
I know you
That's
guys are
it.
taking video of me being stupid here.
Stupid. They are. They are. And it's like annoying. But
Dude,
anyways,
an Arkham Asylum dark ride.
I
Amazing.
brought that up last night on Toy Anxiety, where I was
Yeah.
like, that's all it has to be. You go through Arkham, you do these beautiful animatronics, and then on special nights, you either remove the animatronics or you add other villains to give it that, like, because they do that with Haunted Mansion on special events, where they'll have people dressed up as ghosts in the ride.
Oh,
Right?
that's awesome.
Adding to it kind of thing. And then
Cool.
I feel like if they did that with Arkham, then you could do weird stuff. Like you could have all your classic guys in this rogues gallery just going through there. And then you have like Ragman show up. Right?
Yeah.
Just like Ratcatcher. Just these characters that would just be like, yeah. Like, what are you doing here?
Well, can you imagine how fun that ride would be? It's like you're going through the tour of the cells and you're seeing, you know, like Scarecrow in his cell, and you're seeing Poison Eye, Mad Hatter, and then you get to the Joker's cell and it's empty, and like and everyone starts freaking out, and like the alarms are going off. Like,
but that would be fun part of the ride too, because then you could have like, you know how Jack Sparrow is like now kind of like throughout the ride of Pirates of the Caribbean,
and sometimes he actually is Johnny Depp,
and sometimes it actually is Johnny Depp. So now I was thinking, how about if you did that, but you follow Harley Quinzel becoming Harley Quinn?
Oh yeah,
by the end of
that's
the ride,
cool.
it's her breaking him out.
That's great. Like a
knocking out
Mad
guards.
Love
You could do Mad.
storyline.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's so much you can do.
Harley Quinn is Harleen Quinzel is your tour guide at first,
Ah.
like, and then she like becomes Harley Quinn halfway
even
through.
imagine if they brought in like an actress, like just like, you know, someone they hire, actress that comes in as Harley Quinzel, and she actually like, hey everyone, before you go on the ride, you know, here's this, we gotta sign you in as a tour guide. We don't want you getting locked up, right? Like that kind of stuff.
I love it so much,
dude. And then at the end of the ride, it's a different actress, but she's all Harley Quinned out. Like,
yeah.
be like, and then she takes you to the gift shop. You better buy something. You know, like it would be so freaking good. I can't believe we're doing this, dude. It makes me sad, but this gets me excited because I just love like brainstorming this stuff, because it's just,
maybe we'll be able to do it in like VR someday. Like maybe
like it was
real quick with this, with the previous picture. I just want to point out that the way to show that you're serious about making a Two-Face figure is if you have him come with a little coin, because that's a small piece, you know, it's a small very small accessory. But I feel like if you're like wanting to tell people you're serious, you have to have him come with a little coin that he can hold just perfectly between two fingers that are almost touching but not quite, to hold this coin.
Right.
And ours does.
I love that. I love that. Because the Two-Face, the Kenner one, he's permanently holding the coin. They had to sculpt that in.
The Toy Biz one has, right? He comes with, he's like, oh no, you're talking about the Tommy Lee Jones one.
Tommy Lee Jones, yeah.
Yeah. Comes with the coin he's permanently holding. Yeah, some I think the Long Halloween one, it's like sculpted into his hand. I think that the DC Collectibles one comes with a little coin. And that's also like a test of you as a collector, if you can hold on to that coin and never lose it. It's like your responsibility,
right,
that you have to like uphold.
Right? Like this again, this is all, oh, dude, so good. So good. Stop me at any point if there's anything you need to add on or explain on these figures. Does it come with
the two pistols? I got, yeah. I don't think a Two-Face figure has come. Certainly not the animated series ones. Usually he has like one Tommy gun and one pistol, but this one he's got the two pistols, so he can also do the like classic, you know, shot. You know, I feel like in Almost Got Him, like he pulls out two at one point. And
yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
there's
there's
that little coin with the marred, and I made sure that it is marred exactly as it is in the show. Like I found like very good reference. I meticulously recreated the way they draw the like Washington coins profile there. Like it's different from shot to shot, but it's like you can kind of see there's like a model sheet for it at some point. So I made sure that like it's
it's there.
fully accurate.
All right, we are back to the beginning there, dude. This figure is great. How long is this figure up for sale?
Well, so he's limited to 1,500 units. So as long as those last, I don't know,
Okay.
you know what we're at, but he's been up. He released yesterday, and I think he's still up on the site. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you know you want him, don't wait because when it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
There will probably be a regular at some point, but you won't get the exclusive straight jacket, that iconic half cowl, and then the reveal. And also just like it's cool to have that option of him having the kind of like more scared or just freaked out expression.
Yep. Yeah, dude. This is you guys again. You guys kill it every time. You have quite the team.
Yeah, no, it's amazing team of people. And yeah, we have a ton of reverence for the source material, and we recognize that we're not the first to make figures of these characters, but we certainly want to be as good as we can, and to use just to make sure that each one is like the latest and greatest for that character. So
Yeah, dude. You guys are amazing. That's all I gotta say.
thank you.
You guys are good.
You're amazing too, Ryan.
I haven't done anything worth talking about. But like no, this is like amazing stuff. I'm just trying to see what's all up on the site right now, just so everyone can get. So
Yeah, so we also Storm is also she's up for pre-order now, but that window ends Friday.
Okay.
So you're definitely running out of time on Storm, and I know that I'm biased, but like getting Wolverine and Cyclops and like seeing the X-Men like coming together and standing, it's like I can't wait for Storm. Like I am so pleased with how this like collection is forming, how the team is coming together. And I mean, just like I dream of having the Trinity, right? Like Storm, Wolverine, Cyclops, at least those three, like they're sort of like the Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman of the X-Men.
Yep, I agree.
And I think that just the color scheme is like it's gonna look so good on the shelf. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, again, this gorgeous figure.
Ponytail head, mohawk head.
This is my favorite.
Windswept head.
The windswept head. Like
yeah, this shot. So again, Raul taking the photos here, and just this pose. I wanted Storm to have this kind of like this grace to her. I wanted her to have like a dancer's grace. But also like tough and imposing. And so
this is Storm, right? She commands a room.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is one of the first toys, if not, I'm not saying Marvel Legends can't pull, like they've done some beautiful Storm figures.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they have, like there's somebody on the Marvel Legends team where Storm is very important to them, because I find that her sculpts are always perfect and she always looks beautiful. And
it tends to be a lot of original tooling too.
And a lot of original tooling. So I always feel like Storm gets a lot of extra love in the Marvel Legends team, which is great. And that makes me happy. However, what you guys are doing with this, just from this pose alone, being able to do something like this, it really shows that, like I was saying, she commands a room. This is a leader. This is someone that you want to have your back and you don't want, and also don't want to fuck with.
Yeah.
Right?
No, for sure.
She has all of those elements. And she's a
Yeah.
complicated character. Like that's one of those. She's kind of like Wonder Woman in that respect, where
Yeah.
it's like you can get it, but you know when you got it, because these are very layered. Like again, just say like you're going to give other sculptors a complex. Well, guess what?
Thanks,
These
Ken.
characters, Wonder Woman and Storm, they are complex characters.
Yeah.
And to be able to nail that, again, you guys.
To me, I mean, it's clear how much Chris Claremont like connected with Storm in particular out of all the X-Men. Like he really like she was such a subtle and dimensional character during his run. So like to me, like Storm, her ultimate like decade is the 80s. Like she has such an incredible arc from like meeting Yukio in Japan and kind of realizing that like she didn't want to like live her life as this like constrained goddess on a pedestal anymore, and and went all punk and like shaved her head and like just like, and then that through like losing her powers and then like proving that she could still lead the X-Men without them and kick Cyclops' ass, like and then all the life death stuff. Like Storm's 80s run is like one of the best superhero arcs in comics ever. Like and so I wanted to kind of channel as much of that personality from that era into this as I could.
Yeah. But again, this is another one where you nailed it, dude. This is it. Right? Like this is like, and again, like this is the difference between like when you're buying a premium figure that goes into the triple digits and Marvel Legends. Both are great in their own rights, but they are two different things.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with getting one or the other or both.
This is like, I mean, we recognize that like, it's premium, the price, like we want it to be definitive. So you get all the head portraits you could want. It's all original tooling, like things like Storm sleeves, like the shoulder pads, like being able to finally represent that silhouette as you see it in the cartoon and the comics, because you're not worried about having to reuse parts and like, are these going to be able to be shared with other versions or other? It's like, no, this is the one. This is the definitive this figure of this version of Storm. And so we have the luxury of being able to put all of that into one figure and not have it be like expecting that you're going to have to buy another fit Storm down the road just to get a different head sculpt where the hair's blowing, or get the mohawk. It's like we want to give you as much as she comes with her lightsaber, the Morlock fighting staff. Like she comes with the power inhibitor collar. Yeah, so you can have Jubilee and Gambit and Storm from when they went to Genosha in the cartoon. Like, so two capes, cloth cape and a sculpted cape. Like, just we get to go all out.
Amazing. Again, and this too. So good. Lightning eyes. So good.
Yeah.
So good. Hang on. I want to bring this up. This is from Shelf Presence. Wolverine came out great, and you were killing it on X-Men 97. Storm looks gorgeous, and looking forward to getting Sinister and Kurt.
Thank you. Thanks.
Right? So
it's gonna be quite like a collection all, when everything ships, all told. Like,
yeah. Does it come with a Sentinel base or flight stand?
She will come with a flight stand, I believe, but not a Sentinel base.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely want to do more Sentinel bases though at some point. This is because it's like this is really fun.
you have to do an arm at some point.
Yeah, hand. Yeah. It reminds me of the early Marvel Legends. Like the X-Men they came with, damaged Sentinel, but like, Colossus had like his torso. Iceman had that hand that was like all iced up, and the
best was Juggernaut with the bursting open out of the gate for
the Xavier School. Yeah,
I still kept that base because I was like, I'll probably still use that. No one else is making it, so I'll keep that up. All right, we're gonna settle up here. So before I'm done that, I'm gonna name my top 5 figures I'm looking forward to, hoping to get one day from the Mondo team in the 1/6 scale Batman the Animated Series as Video Power Gaming 1, because now he's got a 1 behind his name.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone's got
everyone's
weird
got the
numbers.
fancy names all of a sudden.
Yeah, I wonder if there was an update on YouTube and it kind of like
Oh,
messed everybody's stuff.
real quick before we get
Oh
this
yeah.
shelf presence. Quick question: will Beast be able to crouch? Absolutely. In fact, I saw
Absolutely.
a picture of a tooling sample, and he crouches better than probably any Mondo figure ever. I am so stoked with how Beast is coming along. Like it is, he's like, yeah, I can't wait for people to see more on Beast.
I love that. All right. Okay. You ready for my top 5, Alex?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So number 1, it's going to be an obvious one. Dick Grayson.
Okay.
Not Robin. I want like Dick.
The red sweater.
Dick Grayson
pants.
and Bruce Wayne. Like I want those. Like I want them and their civvies. We got a long way to go. There's other stuff obviously that needs to come before that. But
you want that in 1/6 scale.
Dude, I want that in any scale. Nobody's giving it to me, and it makes me sad.
Okay.
It's become
Because
like
you're getting the Dick Grayson head. The unmasked Dick Grayson.
I need that sweater vest and
Yeah.
where I can hear it being like, "Oh, come on, Bruce, I'm gonna go see Babs. I can't, I got a date with Babs. You leave the commissioner of course. All right. So Dick Grayson, and he's my dude. He's always like Dick Grayson and Tim Drake. Those are always going to be the two that got me into DC in the first place.
Yeah.
And I love them both. So, but Dick Grayson, I've always wanted them in their civvies, like their proper civvies. There's been quick change Robins and Batmans made before, but we've never, we've never gotten that. That's funny. We could do Bruce Wayne and Doles Grayson.
Yeah. Good.
Right. So that's number 1. Number 2 is going to be another civilian. This is where it's like, God damn it, Dole.
Summer Gleason.
Summer Gleason.
Wait,
See,
is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, Summer Gleason. 100%. She is my number 2.
Amazing color scheme. That kind of like teal blue and the red hair.
She's like in almost every episode. And it's again some of those things where it's like, no, I'm not going to make a 10 Video Power Gaming. Summer Gleason's so good. And again, like I said, she's in everything, but we never got the figure of her. I was hoping we were going to get to her and Rupert Thorne and like a bunch of these characters and Red Claw, which
and
that's
Veronica
my segue.
Vreeland.
Veronica Vreeland. Come on. Why didn't we get any of these DC Direct? Why would you do this to me? But number 3 is Red Claw.
Yeah.
She's a great character, a cool villain. And she's not only a villain to Batman, she's a villain for Catwoman as well. So if you've got Catwoman, I feel like Red Claw is a great companion piece to have with that.
Should
and it's
be
another
amazing, yeah.
And it's another figure we didn't get any, and we should have.
Kate Mulgrew does the voice.
There it is. I like that, right? Shell President Summer Gleason, like you're doing with Lois, may be away.
Oh, well,
right?
You never know.
Summer Gleason is my Gotham Lois Lane 100%, though. I will say that. Number 4, just because I feel like the accessories with this would be mind-blowing. And I feel like you could do this character so much justice, Alex. Like, even if you do, like, for the exclusive one, I feel like you could do something really special with this character, and that is the ventriloquist.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do a lot. Like, I could feel like you could do 3 different puppets, right? Like, I feel like if the exclusive one would be like Scarface with a batarang in its head, and like, so maybe
one where he's like all riddled with bullets,
right? And then I was like again, you could do the Tommy gun, but then the Tommy gun with shooting effects, because you got to remember, if you're doing the ventriloquist, all your expressions that you do are mostly going to be with Scarface, The ventriloquist himself is going to maybe have two expressions,
scared
maybe
and blank.
scared and blank. Right. So I feel like everything else would have to be Scarface, related, whether it's like holding guns on the phone. Listen, dummy, right? Like it's got to have all that stuff. So I feel like you doing the ventriloquist would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
right?
the
Sorry, we're both clicking on the same
the
time.
half carved
half-carved
head. I want that vat with like the mannequin hands that are like they're gonna like kill Batman by dropping him into a bunch of pointy fingered mannequin hands.
Yeah, dude. There's so much you can do with him. And then I think number 5, like this is gonna be it's such a low-hanging fruit one. I feel like it's one that's gonna get done regardless.
Leslie Tompkins.
I would totally get a Leslie Tompkins. I'm the only person that would be excited about a Leslie Tompkins.
Or Harvey Dent's therapist.
Ooh, I like that. I want Batgirl. I think Batgirl again.
We're doing Batgirl.
Are you? Never mind. I take that off the list.
But
I keep forgetting that you can announce that because I haven't actually seen photos from any conventions.
We showed it at the panel. We showed the concept art by Tom Rzyjowski.
Right. Not helpful to me.
But you could put Barbara Gordon on your on your list.
But I think that just goes with the civilian ones all together there. So I think
I would really like a New Adventures Batgirl. I feel like that's when Batgirl like came into her own.
If we're allowed to get into
strong voice, like
if we're allowed to get into New Adventures, then obviously Nightwing.
Yeah.
Like the Nightwing's like again the obvious choice.
I love the Nightwing color scheme so much, and that's never been represented in a toy because they always do like a very kind of medium, like a intense blue, and on the cartoon it's like such a light blue. It's like almost like white in certain shots. Like I want that black with the super light faded blue emblem so bad, and it needs to happen.
Come with the $2 super chat. Give me Dini, like a Paul Dini figure, which would be great. To be like, I'd be down with that.
Dude,
like Paul Dini and Bruce Timm.
Absolutely.
That's a squads, by the way. If you ever decide you're gonna do animated series style squads, please give me the
Bruce
animated
Timm and Paul
version.
Dini.
Bruce Timm, Paul Dini, and
Alan Burnett, but Eric Radomski,
yep.
Dan Reba,
Shirley Walker,
Kevin Altieri, Andrea Romano.
Yep. All of that.
Curdy, get the full.
They've all made cameos at some point. So
yeah, it's true.
So just do it in that style. Well, we're all good. But Roxy Rocket would be that's like
I love Roxy Rocket.
Well, we all do. We all do. I think I've told this story a million times on here about watching it when that episode dropped. And my mom was in the kitchen because the living room was like it's connected to there's the living room, the counter. This is in the old farmhouse, by the way. And then there's like the big kitchen. And I remember specifically coming home from high school, watching that episode. It's on. And my mom also loved Batman animated series. So she didn't she's always didn't mind me having it on a little louder because she'd want to hear it too. But then it's near the end and she's having that freaking orgasm before hitting the cliff. And my mom was just like, what are you watching? And then she's like, oh, it's Batman? She was completely thrown for a loop. So
the animation in that scene is so good too.
Just that whole episode is
Batman is so cool in that moment. That's why he's Batman, right?
If you were able to do Batman animated series squad, I would also love to get a set of Calendar Girl, of just Calendar Girl.
Oh, all the 4 different looks. Yeah.
For all the seasons. Give me that.
It'd be an easy repaints.
So if you were to do Roxy Rocket, it'd obviously be a very expensive figure because you'd want to do a lot because you'd want to have the removable jacket. so she's got that hot little black
Oh, for
tank top
sure.
on. Then you'd
For
want to
sure.
do it with the goggles and sky cap off.
Mm-hmm.
You'd want to do so. You want to have separate portraits for that. Then she is a very expressive character.
Yeah.
So you could do so much from like just the plain face for people who don't like expression, but then you could have her like big open mouth smile, the smirk, the eyebrow up.
The
There's
the ultimate thrill
the ultimate
phase.
thrill face, right? That's what you call it. The oh my god, are we gonna die together?
I want the painting and the little satchel that perfectly fits the painting on the side of the rock. I mean, you gotta do that's the big expense with a Roxy Rocket figure is the freaking rocket. That would be Aaron White again. Like I think he designed and possibly sculpted the rocket that came with the DC Collectibles version. So
amazing.
We have the rocket expert on our team. Yeah, I mean, I would love.
You might have to do a thing where you have like 3 versions or 4 you might have to do a Jazz Inc. thing. So you have just the figure, then you have the figure that's with the exclusive stuff. Then you do one with a rocket, and then you do an exclusive with the rocket. And then that way, if people can't afford to get like this, because the rocket would be like this big, if not bigger.
Yeah.
Right? Like it would be massive.
Yeah,
so we're talking
insane.
Like
maybe
it's not a big paint job necessarily, but I know you guys would probably end up putting like the cross-cell shading and stuff on there to make it right. So plus it would probably also have a stand. So that alone would probably be a $300, $450 piece just for the rocket.
I hate to say that it's something that probably would never happen, but probably would never happen.
Right. So
I'd love to do Roxy Rocket. You can 3D print your own rocket.
3D print. Maybe
we'll take care of the figure. You guys supply the rocket.
You should come with a file for a 3D print.
Yeah.
Like just tack on $40
a QR code that you can download the STL.
Then you can download the STL and then print your own rocket.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
It's not a bad idea. So thank you. You can have that one for free. Shell Presence, right? Love an animated series. Alfred, I guess Quip said it first.
Yeah,
I missed
that'd be
it.
Sick.
Gray Ghost, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The rocket could be a vital piece.
Even then, it would have to. It would maybe if it was like a blow mold rocket.
Right. Yeah.
You could do that.
But still, I think Roxy. That's the great thing about Batman animated series. There's so many characters that are just insanely expressive.
Yeah.
And I think she's definitely one of them. And again, still waiting on some more Superman stuff too. How did the Superman stuff do, by the way? Do we know yet?
He hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, he hasn't come out yet. I was like, did I miss him?
Yeah, no. Stay tuned. Because we haven't even shown like the finished like Lois and Mixie, like the accessories and stuff. We showed the at the panel, we showed the concept art, and then you guys have seen the paint master for Superman, but all the other stuff is painted and looks amazing. Mara and Chetta painted everything else for us. Mark did the Superman, but she painted all the accessories, and they are beautiful. I'll just say, I can't wait.
Okay. No, I think that's it. I think that's where we're gonna end it. This has been a long episode. I was like, oh, thank God, there's not much. We'll keep this.
We had to make up for 2 weeks. 2 weeks off.
We got 2 weeks worth of episodes. That's it. All good.
I feel like we just have to keep saying this theme park stuff until we literally will it into existence.
I can't believe it hasn't happened, and how it's just like, anyways, that's another conversation. We're not getting into right now.
We'll get back into it.
Well, we'll get back into this at another time, and it'll be amazing. Awesome. So with that said, have a great night. You will see me on Tuesday on Toy Anxiety. Oh, this Friday on DL44 Network, and Saturday morning, I'm going to go back to back, baby.
Nice.
So I'm going to do some unboxings with Steve 3, because I got a bunch of Star Wars stuff that just needs to be opened. that another day video power building. I promise it will happen. And Alex, you can find again his work Mondo, mondoshop.com. That is listed down below in the description. If anyone, so be sure to buy Storm, get your Over the Garden Wall, and get your Two-Face.
And check out so keep tuned to us because Designer Con is coming up, and it's we got a Godzilla anniversary, so you might see some really cool stuff from us there. And yeah,
are you allowed to say what brands you're going to announce at Designer Con yet, or is that still very like hush hush?
No. And I'll plead the fifth, but yeah, if you're gonna be in Las Vegas, Designer Con is next week, I want to say.
Okay. Well, maybe we should try to get Attack Peter on next week. We could talk some Designer Con.
Yeah, if they're not at the show, literally at the show when that happens.
Yeah, I'll mess it. You know what? I can text him. We're at that level.
Nice.
Awesome. So thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone who caught us on the replay. Everyone have a great night, and we will see you next week. Let's end that and click. All right.